Hey everybody, it's Marsh Monkey here. This is going to be my Agent Carter Season 2, Episode 8, Episode 8 review. This is going to be talking about what's going on with this, episode. It was really interesting. I really liked where they took the episode, but let's talk about it. So basically, in this one, Wilkes, obviously, we know he was captured, and he was taken by Whitney, Frost, throughout the desert. And this is kind of like a big desert episode. So they go out to the desert and they kind of create this like gamma cannon, I guess you could say. So with the gamma cannon, they end up using it. They want to use it against Whitney Frost, but it doesn't really work out as much as it, they thought it would be. But it was really cool to see that they kind of had to work in the desert. That was really interesting how they incorporated that in there. Obviously, Jarvis has been dealing with a lot of, craziness against Whitney Frost. And it kind of comes into this revenge arc, I guess you could say, how he shot her in this episode, which is really interesting that she didn't die. Obviously, she has zero matter. But he's been dealing with a lot. Like, he just found out that he cannot have a child, ever. And I think it was kind of, I don't know if it was harder to adopt back in the 40s. I suspect so, because they made a big deal out of it. Well, why couldn't you just adopt a child, right? Right now, in the present. But I think in the 40s, maybe it was some kind of big deal. I don't really know. I mean, I haven't researched it, but I think it was a big deal to adopt a child, so I don't know if they were able to or not. Maybe Howard Stark can help them out with that. Like, he's rich, right? So he's just like, here you go. But it was really interesting that now Anna cannot have children because of the surgery. It's going to be interesting to see where they take that, and if he'll ever tell her. That's going to be really cool, too. But through this episode, we had to do with Whitney Frost. So Jarvis ends up coming here, runs, shoots Whitney Frost. She falls down to the ground. And it kind of deals with this big fight between Peggy and Jarvis with this whole thing. And I really like that. I really like how they are actually having a first big conflict, people. That is so cool. It was really cool to see that. We also had some stuff with Wilkes. Whitney Frost kind of drug him out to took him out to the desert and opened up a rift. Okay, they opened up a rift beyond two souls style to the zero matter, and Wilkes just gets sucked up into it, right? And so he goes in there and they use the gamma cannon, which I mentioned earlier. Close the rift. Wilkes comes back out. I thought that Wilkes was going to be this super powerful entity, and they were going to have to take him down. Wouldn't that be so cool? Obviously, that wouldn't happen because Peggy doesn't have any powers, and Whitney doesn't have any. Whitney has powers, but not as cool as that would have been. If you see the explosion at the end of episode 9, it was super cool. So I think that was going to happen, but maybe not. He was the black eyes were super cool when he was in the car and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was weird, but I guess they kind of led into episode 9 with that. But it was really interesting to see the rift, too. I thought that was really cool. And how, Whitney was just take me, come on, haven't I owed you enough? You know what I mean? It was so cool to see her kind of, wanted to go to that side. But it was really cool. I really like the special effects. They're really good. Obviously, the show has, 10 episodes this season. Used to be 8 last season, so there's 2 more this season. So they're kind of extending their budget a little bit by doing 2 more episodes. But the CG is incredible. Let's be honest here. It looked so cool seeing the rift and everything like that. And then we got some Thompson stuff with Vernon Masters. Vernon Masters, I'm really glad that they're kind of, cutting it loose with Vernon. I thought it was just kind of weird to see him in this episode. But yeah, they kind of got a little bit of that interaction as well. We got more Dr. Samberly, which was really cool. Overall, it was a pretty good episode. I like how they kind of just had this big conflict with Jarvis and Peggy. Kind of them arguing for the first time. Talking about how Peggy loses everybody. Although I think that was episode 9, right? I think that was episode 9. I can't remember which episode that was, because I just watched them back to back. But anyway, kind of cool to see them have this big conflict. But what did you guys think of the episode? Comment down below. And do you guys think that, the next episode, in episode 9, the end credit thing, where he just, blows up, what do you think will happen with that? Links up there to my other Agent Carter videos. Links in there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and Sims channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe those. Other than that, like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.